So hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Aditi Sharma and I am in second prof and I'm doing M.B.B.S from GMC Jammu. And it is about the books that you should consider studying in first prof, and I can say that because I passed second prof. Okay, so let's get started. And as you can see, these are my first prof books and they're having a really tough time fitting to the camera, just like they had fitting into my brain. The first subject that we're gonna start with is anatomy, because isn't that everyone's favorite subject? Anyway, so most people either go with Grey's Anatomy or BTH or ASIA. I know a few people who followed Grey's Anatomy throughout the first year, and honestly they went for the students version and it wasn't much of a hassle. You just have to go and stick with one book, okay? And but I read BTH or ASIA like most people. It's a pretty simple book to read and the diagrams are pretty easy to draw and I have no complaints. And there are 4 parts. First is this upper limb, the second one is this lower limb and abdomen, and the third one is this head and neck, and the fourth one is my favorite, neuroanatomy. Okay, other than the standard books, you're also gonna need other things for anatomy. For example, this dissection box, you know, to cut open bodies casually, and for the same purpose you're gonna need gloves, okay, the surgical ones. And you have to carry your dissection box, your gloves, and your Cunningham or dissector or your Krishnagar, whatever dissector you follow, and you have to take these dissectors with you every day to the dissection hall along with these that I told you. Other than that, for anatomy you need like a lot of little things. One is this difore's atlas. So basically this difore's atlas, this one is for you know, the diagrammatic representation of a lot of things. Oh, I totally forgot to mention it. Other than this, for anatomy, world's official smallest subject, some people like to buy other books for osteology and embryology. For osteology, I totally don't recommend it, because in the beginning of the book, if you're going with BDC, in every part they have written about the bones, more than sufficient whatever you need to know. For embryology, I used to read this in the These Things Human Embryology. I think it was like really nice. Like whenever I used to have time before the paper, I used to read it. But you can manage without buying this book. You can download the PDF. You don't need it as much as you need these standard books. Okay. Next we move on to the other subject, which is physiology. Okay. And this is my actual favorite subject and the only subject I actually enjoyed studying in first prof, and I followed this book, Guyton and Hall. It's the holy grail of physiology, and I followed this book from the beginning to the end of first prof. Even one day before the prof I was reading this book, and it can be a little intimidating at first, and when you start reading it you might not feel like this book is in points, but it creates an image of what's going on. And I really like this book. Many other people used to follow this J.K. Paul and A.K. Jain, and you know, there are this condensed version, this review books. So some people used to read Joshi before the paper, but I just stuck with this book. Okay, I'm a one book woman. Other than that, and for physiology you need one more thing, which is your lancets. Oh my god, all the people who have already gone through with first prof, just these lancets, man, the way they made us bleed. So you have to buy this also, and you'll have a very nice experience. And after physiology, the last subject that we have in first prof is biochemistry. Okay, I think the standard book for biochemistry is Lippincott. Most people either read Vasudevan or Satyanarayan. I think Satyanarayan is more popular in our college, GMC Jammu, but mostly people read Vasudevan. I have no complaints against Satyanarayan. It made me pass and It was decent. It was a very easy book to read, but you can read Lippincott if you want. All the best. And apart from that, I think we're totally done. I hope this video was helpful to you. I feel tired of reading the names of the books, so I hope you have a fun time studying them. Other than that, don't be stressed, okay? You're gonna go through with it. All the people around you will be going through the same thing, and so you'll get desensitized slowly. And get some sleep. Bye. Everybody's favorite, anatomy. No. And the first subject to grade, and I followed this book from his prof.